Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here to do my August TBR. This is more of a mood read TBR as it is my birthday month, August, and I know there are lots of readathons going on. And I have to admit some of my reading is kind of related to that, but I'm also hosting a readathon, the end of summer mood readathon, which I posted my announcement video yesterday, so you can check that out. And the hosts for that, some of them have also posted videos. The hosts are, hold on, I'm losing my spot. It is 100 and something degrees outside today. This weekend there's going to be a heat wave, so excuse the sound of the AC, but I'm not turning it off because it's hot. So the hosts for this are Christy A. Cole, Emily from To Read Her Heart, Christine from Children's Lit with Chris, Lucy from the Lucy Chronicles, Reese from the Writing Songbird, Molly Popplewell, and Bookish Kelly. I don't know why, but my phone isn't letting me tag Reese. So, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so yeah, I discussed the questions for that readathon. Basically, you read whatever you want, you answer a question per book, is the gist of it, and that's perfect for August because I'm not into rigidity this month. It's my birthday month, and I want to read whatever I want. That being said, I did save up some things that I wanted to read in August as a birthday treat. Most of it is World War II historical fiction because I'm a weirdo who likes tragic stories. So let's just get started. There's also the Prairie Child readathon going on with Anne from In Search of Wonder and Alma from Alma's Book Journey. I'm not sure if there's other hosts for that one. And some of my reading does go with that because, I don't know, I just couldn't resist. And I do have some Prairie books that I could read. But yeah, we'll see if I actually read those. I might not be in the mood. I'm just seeing a lot of that in videos, and it's making me want to do it. So, let's just get started. So my next Harry Potter book for this month is Order of the Phoenix. I'm listening to the dramatized editions. I'm not sure if I'm going to listen to it this month. I'm trying to catch up with the Tales from Godric's Hollow podcast, but honestly, Order of the Phoenix is my least favorite book. A favorite character of mine meets a tragic end, and I don't know if I want to do that on my birthday. But I also don't want to do that in September when Back to Hogwarts readathon is, because I want to enjoy it. Cheryl from Kendallwick Library just posted her announcement for that today. She's very eager. I love that readathon too, but I'm thinking I'm going to start over in September and listen to the first 4 again because I did not realize that to really appreciate the dramatized editions, you need headphones. I was listening to them without headphones. So, yeah. Also, Roxy reads, and I'm sorry, I forgot your name. You're a new subscriber that I subscribed to, so I will find you and mention you, but they're doing like a little Harry Potter readathon or read-along every month. So last month they did Sorcerer's Stone. This month they did Chamber of Secrets, so it gives me a good excuse to re-listen to them. I'm also doing, I had to stop because my Braille note got taken in for repairs, but I'm also doing little chapter analysis for book 3. I did long ones for 1 and 2, but each book gets longer and longer, so we're gonna have to do analysis of every few chapters. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to that this month. And on that note, we're done talking about Harry Potter. Suffice it to say, I'm not sure if I'm gonna start book 5 or not, or if I'm gonna wait a while. I don't know, we'll see. I just finished The Fiery Cross, which is my Outlander book for July, so next one is A Breath of Snow and Ashes. It's a reread. I'm listening to the new Kristen Atherton audio versions. They're really good. I'm enjoying them. And A Breath of Snow and Ashes is my favorite of the Outlander books. So, I'm excited that I'm doing that one in August. Then we have Alma's book journey, Journey Through Time. Her August prompt is read historical fantasy, so I'm going to read Into a Golden Era by Gabrielle Meyer. It's the newest Timeless book, time travel historical fiction, and it just so happens to have one storyline in 1848, so that works. Then Jeanette's reading challenge, we have a law enforcement officer and title in capitals. I don't know what I'm going to do for title in capitals, but there are law enforcement officers in the When Hope Calls series by Jeanette Oakes. So I have 2 more I need to do in that series. I never finished it, so we have Sustaining Faith and Unfailing Love, so that works for her. I get to finish that series. I'm working on finishing series. Yeah, I wrote, when my Braille note was getting repaired, I got bored, so I started kind of, making an index card for each series, and like the ones that I finished, the ones that I still have to do, and I have a huge stack of index cards for series. It's kind of interesting to see them all laid out. So yeah, I want to finish that series this month, hopefully. Now next, we have my rereads for the month. I'm going to reread Big Little Lies because there's a sequel coming out, Big Little Truths, at the end of this month. I did not know that was a thing until recently, so we're going to reread Big Little Lies in anticipation. I think it comes out August 25th, Big Little Truths. All the kids are in high school, so yeah, this should be fun. I'm going to read The Medallion by Kathy Kolke. It's my favorite historical fiction, World War II. And Krista from Books and Jams, I gifted it to her for her birthday, and she's reading it this month, so yeah. I'm curious to see what she thinks. She's going to either love it or hate it because it's a little melodramatic. The guy is a little romantic. Anyway. So yeah, let's get to the other books that I have planned to read. I'm not sure how many of those I'll get to. These are I just kind of went through my TBR and put books that caught my attention that I may want to read. So, here's some prairie books. We have Treasured Grace, Heart of the Frontier #1 by Tracy Peterson. Grace Martindale has been taking care of her 2 sisters after her parents died. She marries in haste to a minister who is heading to the west, and she wants to do this for a fresh start. And there's a cholera outbreak along the wagon trail, and I guess that leaves her a widow, and so she has to figure out, I guess, how to survive on her own as a woman. I don't know. Sounds dangerous and prairie-ish. And I never finished the Heart of Cheyenne series. I read the first one a couple years ago, but I never finished it. It was called A Choice Considered. No, A Heart Considered, I think. I don't know. But the next one is A Choice Considered and A Truth Revealed. So we'll see if I read those. Those are the prairie books that I have. Then we have the what's it called? The series. It's Historical Wartime Evacuees series. So there's 3 books in this one. We have A Child Far From Home. They're all about different war evacuees. They're in the same area, so that's why they're a series, but I think you can read them as standalones because they're about a different child. So this first one is a mother and daughter separated by war. Single mother Jean has to give up her 10-year-old daughter Valerie to send her to England. Like I said, they're all different evacuees. In this one, I guess Valerie ends up with a cruel family. Yeah. And then the next one is The Wartime Nursery. This one takes place in Norfolk. Emmeline has a nursery. She sends her own kids away, and she still has to take care of the little kids in the nursery, I guess. And then we have The Wartime Mother. This one is about another wartime evacuee, and Winnie, is it Winnie the evacuee? No, Winnie is the mother. Like, the woman who takes in the little girl. I'm a little nervous about this one. Because it sounds like she gets attached to her and relatives come back. And I know this is mean. This is one of my, like, sort of toxic book opinions. But I tend to want a found family to stay a found family, even though it's not necessarily right. Sorry, my voice is going. The AC makes my throat dry. But yeah, I always feel slightly guilty, even though these are book characters, because once a kid's been with someone for a long time, I want them to stay, even though it's not fair to the natural parents. Like, I feel this way about kidnapping stories, like accidental kidnapping, not malicious kidnapping. Like on the Face on the Milk carton, where the parents didn't know they kidnapped a kid. Anyway, my point is, when there's found family, I want them to stay together, and I get very upset when they don't, so I'm a little nervous. Then we have The Other Side of the Wall by Andrea Mara. I've had this one on my TBR forever. When Sylvia looks out her bedroom window and sees a child face down in the pond next door, she races into her neighbor's garden, but the pond is empty and no one is answering the door. And I'm guessing she tells someone and no one believes her. Then we have a couple of 26 and 2026 books. I'm trying to read more from this because we're more than halfway through the year, and I have 14 more? 13 more? So I want to read Secret She Kept by Kathy Golke. I heard about this one from Carmen Janae. Sounds like daughter finds out her grandfather's a Nazi or something. Her mother never told her about him, so. Then we have this series by Kate Hewitt. It's called the Wildflower series. They're like these novellas about this family who decides to, like, go off the grid and live, like, well, like Little House on the Prairie. They leave the city behind and homestead. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to read that in honor of Prairie Trail Month, even though it's not exactly in the same time period. But yeah, the first two novellas are out. They're just little short books, so I thought, why not? I thought the whole series was out, but I was wrong. There's still 2 more coming, so yeah, should be fun. I also want to read more in the Four Kingdoms series, and I want to start the Kingdom of Legacy series. Legacy of Glass just came out on audio. I've been waiting for more to come out before I start listening to them. So now I have the first 2, and then one from the Tethered Heart series that kind of goes with this series, according to Lindsay. I don't know. Now we have some that I already kind of talked about in previous TBRs. I never got to, so I'm not going to read the descriptions. But we have Mad Mabel by Sally Hepworth. The Orphans of St. Agnes books. I talked about them repeatedly. I haven't gotten to this trilogy, and then I decided to just leave it for my birthday month. It's a World War II trilogy. The Brunswick by Callie Murray. Katie from Paperbacks and Ponytails did a review on it recently and said it was really good. Where We Belong by Kim Vogel Sawyer. I heard about this one from a lot of people. Chloe, Katie, and Lou from Christian Faith and Fiction. I think Lindsay from BFCG was also reading it. I saw she posted something on Facebook. The Deep End of Love by Christina Suzanne Nelson. I saw that on Goodreads that Book Lover Amanda's reading it, so. Then we have Escape from Amsterdam, Heroines of World War II series by Laura Lee Bliss. Heard about this one from Jeanette from Jane Reads. A university student smuggles children out of Amsterdam. That's all I need to know. World War II. Live and Let Chai, Seaside Cafe Mystery #1 by Brie Baker. Amanda raves about these. I'm still on hold for it at the library, but it says available soon, so I'm hopefully going to get to it soon. And then we have The Lost Orphans of Lyon by Helen Parasel. Hidden Tunnel, 2 Frightened Children, one woman who must risk everything. All I need to know. Orphans, World War II, mine. And then I think this is the last book, The Children on the Train by Anna Stewart, coming out August 4th. Another World War II book with kids. I love Anna Stewart, and I love a World War II book. Germany, Greta guides two small children onto the train. Placing her arms protectively around their shoulders, she prays the journey is uneventful because she must get 6-year-old Adele and 8-year-old Rosa out of Germany. That is all I need to know. That's going to be one of the first books I read. Then we have a few nonfiction. We have Family of Spies, a World War II story of Nazi espionage, betrayal, and the secret history behind Pearl Harbor by Christine Kuhn. This is a true story about research she did about her own family and how kind of terrible they were. And then we have a couple fostering memoirs. These foster parents write about the kids they foster. So we have Breaking Point by Casey Watson. That one just came out. And Please Don't Hurt Me by, I forgot to write it down, Maggie Hartley is coming out later this month. So, yeah. I'm definitely going to read the Maggie Hartley. Casey Watson, I like her, but the narrator for her books is aggravating, and I only listen to them because I love her books, and they're not available in Braille, or I wouldn't bother. But this narrator is annoying, and I don't know if I'll get to it this month, but I'm definitely getting to the Maggie Hartley one because the narrator is good, and I love her books. So yes, that is everything that I am thinking about reading on my birthday month. We'll see if that actually happens. I may read completely different things. We'll see. Just depends on my mood. So, yeah. I also may do some boxcar children books in between all of these. I'm kind of enjoying reading those in the summertime. They're just so summery. They're on summer vacation all the time. So, yeah. That's everything. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. I'm not sure when. I may wait until this heat wave goes before I do my wrap up because I cannot do this. Yell over the AC and my voice is going and I'm done. Bye.
Start recording.